Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. Today we're going to be talking about a man who robbed a villa wearing an abaya. We're also talking about all of the latest COVID-19 government updates. We're talking about IDEX, and later in the show we have an interview with James Bentley from Financial Markets Online. If you're into trading, this is for you. Simran.
Do you mean trading food? Because I do that a lot with my friends.
What?
Trading? What are we talking about? Trading?
What do you trade food? This is a COVID time. You can't share food.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I don't trade food. I don't share.
No.
What kind of trading? Is it financial trading?
Yeah. So this is actually, it's an interview we did already. So I learned a lot because it's not really something I know much about. Ali, have you ever traded? Have you had an interest in trading? Yeah. So this is the thing. I think there's so many people who are interested you read about it and you read about the money that you can make, but we don't actually know how to take that first step. And that's why this interview is quite good to take a listen to. Ali, how are you going to start your journey?
I'm going to use, there are platforms or applications where you can create an account and it sort of helps you and suggests, like, for example, eToro, it suggests, like, okay, where you should start, or like where you should invest in stock and which company, and like you can see other people and how they're doing it, and you can basically just copy paste it.
Oof.
Yeah.
But is it to me, because I know that limited knowledge?
Yeah.
Is it like a fool's gold for people who don't know enough about it? Like, if you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, if you're like studying these stocks and trades all the time, you can do really well. If you don't know a huge amount, is it kind of chasing something that you may not be able to accomplish? Unless you have, let's say, for example, an in-depth course, like, apps and stuff, but unless you have like an actual course that's going to help you get there. What do you think?
Like, I can give you an example. My dad recently starting as well to invest. So he's joining a group of friends which they know and they have experience in investing in stock.
Okay.
So maybe for you, you can like get to know people that invest in the stock market, and then
I know you.
Eventually I'll reach a stage of
Rich.
I know Rich. When it starts working, let me know. Yeah. And then just like copy paste for me, please.
I think the easiest thing to do in this case is get an agent who can help you. And like if I'm ready to invest and ready to trade, but don't know the stuff behind it, like I don't know much about it and I don't have the knowledge to do it correctly and all of that at the time, I've always been like recommended to go hire an agent who would do all this for you, the trading and the investing and stuff, and they get a commission of your
it's true. And like there are
earnings.
Lots of banks, and I say this because we're working at the moment, this is not sponsored by the way, but Citibank have something called City Gold, and they are financial advisors, so like they can help you out if you want to.
Financial advisors,
do it yourself. I would just be really nervous. I have zero money to do it, so I love that we're having this conversation right now. Like that would never. That's like
one day
when there's like a big pot sitting there, and we're like, what will we invest in today, Simran?
Manifesting
the big pot
investments.
Of money.
Yes, a big pot of money. Oh my God, yes, Irish, right? Like that big pot of gold. It's like
at the end of the rainbow. It's not. Yeah. It's not our thing. It's a whole myth.
What are they called? The mini shamrocks, right? What are they called?
You're so far from what the actual name is. It's so funny.
What are they? Leprechauns.
Yeah, because you were thinking of shamrocks.
Shamrocks.
So like the symbol for luck.
The flower.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's like a
leaf.
Piece of grass. Anyway, let's jump into our first stories. A man has been arrested for trying to rob a villa in Dubai. He wore an abaya and a niqab, so kind of a body covering and a facial covering. He was a European man, and he obviously got caught by Dubai police, because if you're going to leave pieces of evidence behind like he did, he's going to get caught. So the police investigated. What he did was he tried to break down the door using a tool, and he also used a bit of a saw when he was in the house. So after the villa was robbed, they rounded up some suspects, and some of the scrapings of the saw that was left behind was found in his house.
Some of the scrapings of the saw that
was found on his body in the house or something.
That is like, I don't know, weird evidence to connect the two, but
There was like some kind of like scraping that he used to scrape down the door. He gets in, takes whatever he wants. We're not sure of the value yet. Gets out, gets home, and Dubai police find him.
That is so, but it wasn't through CCTV cameras or anything?
Well, he was wearing an abaya and a
Abaya.
niqab, so hard to figure out who it
Oh
is.
my
or
God,
what it
people
looks
are
like.
just so like eccentric. What even? Like the thought process behind it to wear an abaya, go into a house, like it must have taken some planning. It wasn't an impromptu thing. It doesn't sound like it.
Well, first of all, 100%. Well done to Dubai police for getting him and arresting him on such little evidence. But at the same time, you said it must have taken planning. Like he should have tidied up after himself. No, that would be like rule 101 if you're going to rob a villa: tidy up after yourself. Not that we're saying to
if
in
you're,
any way, shape, or form.
Has any seen those TV shows?
I mean, if
Yeah,
you-
if you watch CSI growing up, you're like you have like your 10 things to do, and you're making sure that you don't leave any trace of evidence behind.
but I don't think if you're going to be robbing villas, you'll have the luxury of watching CSI or you know the education to clean
What
up
did
and
you
all
do in
that stuff.
college? Maybe you didn't go to college.
Yeah, you know, like I don't think people who do these kind of things go to college. I don't know, like I don't think so.
Maybe a generalization.
Probably, but like especially in Dubai, knowing how good the Dubai police and the Dubai squad is, like it's just you know what you're getting yourself into. Eventually, you're gonna get caught, but
And you'll be locked away for a long time.
oh God, that is a scary, scary situation. I don't know why anyone would like. It's not worth it. Like, what are you going and getting that's worth 10 years in prison? But
Oh, we don't
please.
know.
Oh yeah, we don't know how many years.
Well, we also don't know what the value of the robbery was.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of information missing, but we just know that the surprising part was that a European man popped on an abaya, popped on a niqab, went into a villa, robbed it, and then he got caught quite soon after by Dubai police.
It's great that Dubai, like, even though people like breach these security measures and stuff, Dubai police catches them. But yeah, home security is so important. Like, if I was staying in a villa, I would not like the first day itself, I would install home security because of especially the story I heard like last year with what happened in one of the communities.
Yes.
When the family, there was a man who used to do plumbing for the house, and then he eventually broke in, seeing how much wealth they have, and he killed the
It
parents.
was a really devastating murder.
It was horrible, and they had two daughters who became orphaned, but the government took very good care of them, and the perpetrator was caught. So that was, like justice was brought to that family, although very sad.
Yeah, it's an interesting one about home security, about what level you would go to for home security. So when you move into your place, did either of you change your locks when you moved into your place? 1, 2, I think I've shown before the home security I have in my house, which is cameras. And that's mainly for Goose, our dog, to see what kind of trouble she gets into when we're out of the house. But then at the same time, it is a level of home security. But do you want cameras in your living room? Do you want cameras? I don't know. It's just, for me, it's something that I've never been used to. So I think it's strange.
I mean, you got to lose some to win some. So you have to lose a little bit of privacy to get that security.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. Like, you don't want to get into a situation like this. So it's best to, I mean, personally, I think if I was staying in a villa, if I was staying in a community, not in a community, like a standalone villa, I would want home security all around.
I'm turning mine on to see what's going on. There's no one robbing my house right now.
Oh, touch wood. Thank God for that.
Well, could you imagine?
Oh, guys, who is that?
No, all is good at home. It's fine.
Is she sleeping?
No,
she had a very tiresome night from what I've heard from you.
Goose had a really tiring night. If you know, Goose is my little doggo, because her friend Rex came to stay. And now they've both just gone off to the doghouse for the day because they're going to be looked after. But if you've ever had two dogs who are friends, because Goose and Rex have known each other since we rescued Rex, and since we rescued Goose, and since Rex's parents rescued Rex. So they've been like best friends. But when they see each other, they're like super excited, high energy. So like all night last night, like Goose was going up to sniff Rex to make sure he was okay, and Rex was like, "Why are you here? Rex was confused. He wasn't in his house." But they're okay now.
Doggos are so cute. You know, like Selling Sunset on Netflix, we need to have small dogs here in the office as well.
Goose would happily come to the office, but we would just not have any wires or anything left. This is Goose. Anyone wants to see? This is her in her glory. This was when she was a pup and still cute.
Just sneak her in. We won't tell the building.
Okay. I'll have a Goose day in the office.
Yay.
Bring your dog to work day.
Oh my God. Okay. But moving on, major updates from the UAE government during the COVID-19 media briefing. Now, the number one update from the Tuesday night media briefing was that more field hospitals will be set up across the UAE as preventive measures against COVID-19. One second, was there? As many as 7 field hospitals will soon be activated, and also, apart from that, another thing that they were very strict about during the media briefing is that if you have come in contact with anyone who's tested positive, the strict quarantine period is 10 days, and you have to abide by that. It's not 9 days, 8 days, it's 10 days.
And then you have to do it, I think, because I think some people are forgetting how serious it is. There's some misconceptions, like if you come into contact with someone and then you get a negative test, that you're able to go back to work.
Yeah.
Not the case. You
No.
have to fully quarantine for 10 days.
We don't fully understand COVID-19 yet, and a lot of people test positive after a week, after 4 days,
Exactly.
5 days. Like, you just don't know when it will affect you or when it will start showing symptoms. So it's 10 strict days, or you will be facing hefty penalties. And number 2 from the briefing, 3.4 million people in the UAE have been vaccinated against COVID-19 so far, including more than 57% of the elderly population. Number 3, there's been a gradual decrease in new COVID-19 cases over the past 2 weeks. And number 4, the UAE has carried out more than 2.7 million COVID-19 tests on arriving passengers since the restarting of flights. Number 5, over 70% of frontline workers in the country's aviation sector have been vaccinated.
Wow.
That's a big amount. And number 6, the aviation sector played an active role during the pandemic with transporting 2.7 million tons of goods worldwide, including medical supplies and food. So that was a shout out to the country's aviation industry and their massive efforts in providing vital supplies and medical supplies and vitals like food and medication to countries all around the world. So that's a huge round of applause. And the cases going down is thanks to the effective national protocols and tighter supervision by the UAE authorities. So well done on that. Like, we don't have to say well done, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Great
like
efforts.
Active cases are dropping again. 7,800 new field hospitals are opening. I think it just gives us that level of safety. And yeah, as we hear, you said the aviation sector, 70% have been vaccinated, over 57%
yeah.
of the older population. Like, these are incredible
Elderly
stats,
population,
and
yeah.
it makes us feel positive as we go through this year that there's a light at the end of this tunnel.
Yes, there sure is. And they were very keen on getting 50% or more of the population vaccinated by March. And I think it's done, right? Like, it is. 1 second. I'm just going to go back to my notes.
It's end of March.
We're getting to March.
Right?
Oh, they said they want us vaccinated by the end of March.
50% of the population by the end of the first quarter, and then by the end of the year, the entire eligible adult population should be vaccinated in the UAE.
We are getting there.
Woo! Rex's mum just said she loved Rex's shout out. If you're watching, Tash, hi. I also loved Rex's present that he left on the stairs.
Poop.
I wonder if people got that. Moving on, I want to talk to you about IDEX. So this is the UAE's first at IDEX, the UAE's first air defense system was unveiled. So a little bit of background, IDEX is an annual event, and it's actually something that happens every year, and it's the only international defense exhibition and conference in the MENA region with the latest land, sea, and air technologies in the sectors of defense. And it also strengthens relations between government and armed forces. So we're talking about defense here. If you search IDEX on Twitter, on Instagram, if you find their Instagram account, you will see the most incredible kind of armored vehicles, drone technology, laser technology. And like I said, it's the largest in the MENA region. So you have governments coming here, and it kind of strengthens ties. And it's just very interesting to see it happening. And what we led in with is the fact that the UAE's first air defense system was unveiled, which is very cool. If you're watching on Facebook, you can see the video of that beside me. In the last 3 days, this is pretty incredible, 17 billion dirhams worth of deals were held at IDEX. So that carried out over 3 days. Also NAVDEX, which is the Navy aviation, that's also happening there. Random fact, there is an actor you may or may not know, Steven Seagal is there, He's the American actor, producer. He's also a philanthropist. He's there as a brand ambassador for the Strike Group, which is a armored vehicle manufacturer based in Ras Al Khaimah.
I'm going to Google it because the name sounds. Is he from The Office? No.
No, he's a really, really famous American actor.
What's his last name?
Steven Seagal.
Seagal?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just thought it was, I saw the photos, and if you go into the Strike Group, you can see it's just an interesting brand ambassadorship, you know?
Oh, I haven't seen any of his movies.
But it's getting headlines. So if the Strike Group are looking to promote their armored vehicle manufacturing in Ras Al Khaimah, they've brought someone big to do it at IDEX. You see that with different exhibitions. It's just interesting to see an armored vehicle take on an American actor. But
yeah.
maybe
But that's the kind of movies he's done as well. So it makes sense, like Under Siege, Above the Law, Hard to Kill.
Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. Yeah.
So, I mean...
He's always had an interest in that type of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was random.
I mean, like, you would associate your, not mascots, I was going to say your representatives? No. What are they called? Someone who represents a brand?
An ambassador.
Yeah, you would choose your ambassador according to their movies mostly, right? Like what?
No, I know 100%.
associate them with.
You would choose your ambassador as long as there's some kind of affiliation or link, but you just don't really see armored manufacturers have famous ambassadors.
Yeah.
Because
you would see them for phones.
There's that connection of, where are they going? And maybe the actors wouldn't want that connection, but
true.
Interesting.
That's very true. But yeah, you would see ambassadors for phones and makeup and clothing lines. But yeah, not for military equipment as much. But yeah, there is a first for everything. And here we have our first. But I was just reading the other day that there has been an Ebola outbreak in Africa again in Guinea. Guinea or Guinea? I don't know how to say it. Guinea. Guinea? Guinea. In Guinea, yeah.
Okay.
So the World Health Organization alerts 6 African countries after the Ebola outbreaks, and they are providing vaccinations for the same. But yeah, it's scary. Like, we're in the middle of one, and hopefully there is not one following soon after. But moving on to some very positive news, you can soon buy yummy Jewish kosher food from UAE supermarkets. Now, the Jewish community in the UAE will be thrilled to know that the country will soon make kosher foods available across the country, across the UAE supermarkets. And this is following the normalization of ties between the UAE and Israel. The two countries have been proving their alliance in every given opportunity. And another step that the Emirates is taking is making Jewish-friendly foods available in the Arab F&B market. And made to meet Jewish dietary laws, kosher foods represent a diet that is derived from the Jewish faith. In a similar sense to halal meat, kosher requires a specific slaughter of the animal and prohibits pork as well. And the 2021 edition of Gulf Food F&B brands can partake in workshops that will explain the brand on how to become a kosher certified F&B outlet. And kosher food, like, this is a very niche market in the UAE now. Now we'll see it booming, and expats, Israeli expats and Jewish expats really taking the lead on this one and starting the trade and starting exports of kosher dairy products and so much more. And we already have people in the UAE from before who have provided Jewish food, and one such is Elle's Kosher Kitchen. Have you heard of her?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we mentioned in a couple of articles at the time.
Yeah. So she's like a South African-born sociologist, and she was the very first to make and serve and cater kosher food in the UAE. And she started off doing that for delegates who came into the country. But now I'm sure there'll be many more coming out like her who would want to share their tasty food with the rest of the country.
Yeah, it's interesting. Someone just commented there, everyone is looking for kosher certification. It's a good story to talk about, because when we share stories like this, you get a mix of comments. Some people are kind of excited about the change and other people are less excited. But when you look at the directives from the leadership, which is all about moving forward and about kind of embracing the change and kind of the steps happening at higher levels to welcome Israelis into the community, this is kind of a lower level thing. You know, it's within the community. So it's kind of nice. It's great to see local restaurants embracing change.
Yeah.
And I think it's great to see kind of a positive reaction to these stories.
So first it was restaurants like the Armani in near the Burj Khalifa taking lead, and now we'll see supermarkets serving and distributing kosher food as well. So it's a big step, and I'm sure Israel is also doing their necessary. They're taking their steps as well to, you know, prove alliance to the UAE, and it's just an all-rounder great situation for the Arab world.
That is it. And final comment, Dino, who's watching on Instagram, says UAE is showing respect to other cultures as always. I'm from Ireland. I feel very welcome here. You're from?
India, and same here.
And Ali's from?
Ireland, like family.
The UAE is home. So
GCC's family.
GCC's
So cute.
family, yeah.
Like our king's son is married to Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid's daughter.
Yeah.
So we're family.
This is your home anyway. No, but that's one thing we'll say time and time again, how welcome every culture, tradition,
Yeah.
nationality is here. And I know we all feel it. So
The country actively makes you feel welcome. Like they host events, they celebrate every tradition, every festivity, and the UAE just becomes your second home. Like you're here no matter like how many months or years, or if you've lived here your whole life, or you've just come in for college, whatever. Like once you're here, it's like the country just takes your heart away.
100%. On that positive,
Interviews.
huh?
Moving on to the interview.
On that note, we are going to move on. We're going to take a very short break. Stay with us on Facebook because we have James Bentley from Financial Markets Online. He's going to be taking us through his trading system. It's very, very interesting. You can check it out on Instagram right now. But if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and we'll try and get back to them about trading and how you can actually win a course, which is live on our Instagram also if you're interested in trading. So check it out. Stay tuned. We'll be with you very, very shortly. Bye-bye. Guys, welcome back to the Lovin Daily. I'm joined by James Bentley from Finance Markets Online. Welcome to the Daily.
Great, how you doing?
Not at all, not at all. We're going to be talking markets. We're going to be talking trading. You're sitting over in London. First of all, what's the weather like? Are you jealous?
Yeah, very jealous. I mean, it's actually raining right now, so nothing exciting going on here in London just yet. But summer's just around the corner, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, and then we'll be jealous of you. But I might be jealous of what actually goes on inside your office, because when I think of trading, I immediately think, of course, of like Wolf of Wall Street, big things happening every moment. But can you kind of describe trading for dummies, for people like me who don't know too much?
Yeah, of course. I mean, things have changed a lot since what was pictured on the Wolf of Wall Street days. Everything's done on computers and laptops now. It's a lot easier. Transactions are a lot quicker. But what we actually do here in our office is we trade what's called CFDs. So it's the ability to access the financial markets, whether it's currencies or stocks, commodities, metals, energies, and buy and sell pretty much on a day-to-day basis. So just like when you go on holiday, you change one currency up to another. The only real difference with us is we never actually own the underlying asset. We're simply speculating. So we're speculating whether we believe price is going to go up or price is going to go down without owning anything. So that's the important thing there.
And with Financial Markets Online, can someone like me get involved? So I hear about trading. Do I need to be employed by you to start speculating, or can I actually just become part of it?
No, not at all. It's a very open market. And I think one thing that we do here at Financial Markets Online is we really simplify everything for somebody, perhaps if they are completely new to the market. So just a little bit about the business as such. I mean, we're a team of 14 professional traders, all from different trading backgrounds. I started my journey in 2009, pretty much straight from leaving school. I come from a background of traders, uncles and godparents, and even my father. So it sort of was in my blood to get going pretty quickly. I then left the sort of rat race in 2013, developed a simple strategy that pretty much allowed me to travel the world and trade for a living, essentially. And over the last few years, we've sort of really simplified these systems even more to hold somebody's hand that perhaps is completely new to the markets, take them through real baby steps, all the way to perhaps becoming a full-time trader in a short period of time.
Amazing. So it's very accessible for someone like me who may not know much to actually get involved. And you're in London now, but there's the possibility a trading floor is launching in Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, we have actually launched in DMCC. I mean, the beauty of trading is it's open pretty much 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. With over $6 trillion traded every single day, there's opportunities out there for everybody and anybody. So we've been sort of traveling the world over the last sort of 5 years, pretty much, from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, spent time in the Philippines, and we're sort of teaching people how to make money from the financial markets. And having spent time with people from different continents of the world, we understand how people learn, how people adapt to the markets, how people sort of progress in their own sort of business and field. So it's helped us experiencing these sort of life journeys find simple ways for people to trade. So over the last year in the Middle East, that we've had a huge sort of demand for us to host our courses, our trading days, the education we provide. And it was natural for us to open an office and give the guys what they really want, to be honest.
So it's really cool. So you have an office in Dubai. So people watching, how can they get in touch with you, by the way, if they want to learn more about it?
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll be tagged in the video somewhere, I'm sure, but our website is financialmarketsonline.com. And we have a real range of courses from beginner level all the way to an advanced level. Something that, I mean, a lot of guys have been requesting us to host again. Over the last couple of years, at a hotel in the marina, we was hosting what we call our live trading days. So this is essentially where we put our money where our mouth is. We get 30 to 50 people in a room. We teach a very simple strategy in the morning, and we trade that live throughout the whole day. And I think this kind of separates us from other education providers or companies out there, really, because no one has, should we say, the balls big enough to stand at the front of a classroom, trade real capital, real money, and pretty much show people in a simple way how to make money from the market. So it's something we do, which builds our reputation. It's what we've done across the world, really.
Cool. I feel like that's a really good way to get people interested, get them excited on the days, to show them kind of real life trading. But you've mentioned kind of traveling the world and opening up here and being in other countries. And you also mentioned quite a big figure a little while ago. For people looking to get involved, what's like a benefit of trading, or why should they be interested?
Well, I think that the biggest benefit in the moment is, one, scalability. I mean, income potential is to the sky. But second of all, it's a recession-proof skill. Mm-hmm. So there's a low startup cost. There's no language barriers. There's no boss. You find a system that works for you around your lifestyle, the time that perhaps you want to trade, or around your current employment. And for those that are working perhaps full-time at the moment, you just find a strategy that you can trade for 30 minutes to an hour a day, perhaps in the evening after work or in the morning before work, that can start to sort of generate a secondary income, perhaps build your craft, continue learning your skill, and move it into a full-time role.
It sounds like a dream job. Are there any challenges?
Of course. I mean, there's a risk to trade in the financial markets. Yeah. One thing that we're very, very big on is a risk management strategy. So me personally, I only risk 1% to 2% of my capital per every single trade. So that simply means when I place a trade, the maximum I'm willing to lose on that trade is 1% to 2% of my account. So it's going to have to take a real series of losing trades to be in a bad position.
That's fair enough. Still sounds very dreamy. On Lovin Dubai, what's cool is that we're hosting a competition with you guys, which I'm sure you're aware of. We're giving away a VIP course. Explain to anyone now, guys, this is going to be on our Instagram page. If you want to check it out, you can enter right now. It's got more information about it, but can you explain what that actually means and what someone can actually win right now? Yeah,
of course. I mean, it's very exciting. So when we've built trading floors across the world, we simply find a small group of people. We teach them how to do what we do. And essentially these first people through the door end up working for us, becoming coaches, teaching new people, or perhaps trading some of our capital. So our end goal is to have a certain amount of traders trading our money on a 50-50 profit share, which is one of the programs we run where we invest up to 1.5 million per individual, and we split profits trading our systems that work. So our VIP membership is an opportunity for people that are perhaps serious, decisive, committed, that want to become a full-time trader and actually have a fast-track route to get into perhaps where you'd want to be, and that would be becoming a full-time trader. So the VIP membership is the ideal position for someone to start, as we offer a 24-module online course, which takes people from the very, very beginning of trading, even day one, understanding what FX is, how we trade, how we can make money from the markets, all the way through the technicals, understanding the fundamentals, the news. So when an economy increases interest rates, the price will increase. Understanding all of these sort of key technicals into our strategies. And we support this with one-to-one coaching, which can be done on site at the Trading Floor in Dubai now, or remotely. There's daily updates, analysis, groups, signals, which is the trades that we place, giving people the opportunity to copy. So it's a real hub for anybody serious about learning how to trade the financial markets and also want an end goal. So not just understanding it, but perhaps want an injection of a large amount of capital, or want to work with a team of professionals on a day-to-day basis. So it's a great opportunity for anyone serious.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. Like, the bit that stuck out for me was the tips, the signals. I feel like if I was starting, I would feel in no way educated enough to place my money down, but actually getting tips from professionals and experts would really help me along my journey. But guys, that competition is live right now on Lovin Dubai, thanks to Financial Markets Online. If you want more information, you can reach out to them. We're going to put the link to their website in the post below. But do get entry in that competition if you'd like to win the 6-month VIP membership. James Bentley, thank you so much for the insights into what you guys do. We look forward to hosting you in Dubai when you're next over.
Thank you very much.
Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.